Welcome back to another episode of Anime and Beyond. Today we're going to talk about another episode of One Punch Man. It will feature Suiryu, the fighters, the martial artists, and the Monster Association. So without further ado, let's get to it. First off, we see Suiryu getting his award from the award ceremony. And then the martial artists, Suiryu, and all the people in the crowd see the monsters coming, the birds, and everybody scatters. And then we're introduced to we already see, but Goketsu comes and basically talks to the fighters and throws, basically offers them an ultimatum, saying, either you eat these, I don't know, monster cells, or die. But it's interesting because he said that I'm not here to kill y'all in the very beginning.
It's like the same ultimatum that swordsman from the last one of the other episodes said, when he's like, eat these monster cells and you'll live. Yeah. If not, then I'll kill you. But he got wrecked.
Exactly. So when the monsters come, everyone gets afraid, and people start out of desperation taking the monster cells because they want to live. And so some of them take them, some get worked. That guy with the scary eyes takes it, and he turns into like a little devil-like thing. Oh, yeah. And then Suiryu asked this girl, it's like, okay, if I beat these people, will you take me on a date? And she was like, yeah, sure.
That's the perfect timing when there's chaos going around. That's the time when you ask a girl out.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't say no.
Yeah, that's how you take notes. Yeah. And then we see Suiryu basically take action, and he just goes in and makes quick work of the first two people that get changed into the monsters. Yeah. And then he has a little tougher time fighting the one that looks like the devil, or a devil. Yeah. But he ends up beating him as well. It was interesting because he threw some type of blast.
With his horns.
Yeah, with his horns. And it when he threw it, he looked back, and I thought he was looking back as if to save, like he was concerned for the heroes. But I think because I saw the girl in the picture, so I think it's just more of him trying to protect her, because trying to keep his promise to protect her. So, but anyway, you see him, or what were you gonna say?
It shows that even though we've seen he's made fun of people, he's he hasn't been a great guy. It shows like there's a glimpse of good in him. Yeah. And it maybe it's for selfish reasons, but he could have easily dodged it, and he could have easily. He's probably fast enough to go just pick her up and run, but he chose to do that and protect everybody.
Maybe he'll become a hero later on down the line. We'll see.
And he threw around the idea saying, but I don't want a job. Yeah. So he's thrown it around before. He's thought of it.
It's made low-key. Low-key wants it probably.
Yeah, maybe.
But then we see him catch the blast and deflect it. That was kind of like Dragon Ball.
That's what it felt like. Yeah.
And then he breaks the horns off the devil guy, and then just basically makes quick work after that of him. And then Goketsu, Goketsu tries to warn him. It's like, dude, you're no match for me. And he goes up against him, and before that, Goketsu offers him basically an ultimatum too. Basically saying, eat these cells. And he basically throws it in his face and attacks him. And
it's like he was going up against a brick wall, not moving at all. No matter what he tried, even when he got to his when he gave it his all, the uppercut, dude, nothing.
Nothing happened, and then he just one hit, and that boy is almost done. Like, dude, what was funny to me was he offered him 3 seconds every single time. He's like, you have 3 seconds to get up, I'm gonna kill you, like straight up. And he kept getting up every time, but like I was like, bro.
When he was holding him by his arm flicking him, it's like, man, this shows you like the gap in their power. Oh yeah. And, what he's like at a totally different level.
This dude was toying with him, and it was kind of sad to see. I was like, man, it's like Suiryu used to be this high and mighty like martial artist, warrior, whatever, and now he's brought low to this pitiful level.
Which was almost the same way that Goketsu mentioned that he was defeated. Like he was the first winner of that tournament, and then he got destroyed by a monster, and the monster gave him the same ultimatum kind of, and saying you need to eat this and you'll be able to get stronger, or we'll kill you, which is the same thing that Suiryu is going through, except he's denying it because it's not fun. He doesn't want to be ugly.
You see him lose his tooth and everything.
He ended up becoming pretty ugly afterwards.
So he gets worked by Goketsu, and he gets tossed by the birds. Goketsu says, here, feed on him, basically. And he gets up and dodges him. And, at this point, he knows, like, not only are they all stronger, like, Goketsu's stronger than me, but, I can't do no damage to them. And then there's all these warriors that I gotta take care of.
He has, like, a broken arm, too.
Yeah, broken arm. He's like, I need help. I need help. So he's asking Bakuzan for help. And Bakuzan is just, like, laughing at him. Dude, it's like, it's kind of poetic in the sense that, because in the beginning, he's, like, bragging about himself and everything and how good he is, and then now it's like, now you ask for my help. It's like,
and Bakuzan doesn't give it, and he decides to eat all the remaining monster cells that are there.
And it looks like he just flops over and dies, but he doesn't.
And even Goketsu thought that the transformation failed.
But then we see the two heroes that Suiryu also made fun of, the lightning warrior and the snake guy, come to help him. And they basically said, we're here to save you. And they help him defeat the birds. And then, I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought they were going to stand tall to fight Goketsu. But dude, he was the first one to leave. He's like, dude, I'm out of here. And those other two were the more braver than him. And he
mentioned as he was running away, he's like, do they not feel fear? And then you see him jumping in the air, and then there's Bakuzan. We see his monster form, and he just destroys him.
Dragon Ball Z style.
And that's when we see Bakuzan kind of get some, not really revenge, but he kind of gets what he wanted to do. He just wants to beat up weaklings. And so at that point, Suiryu, who was bragging about being one of the strongest and saying the strongest will survive in previous episodes, now he's one of the weaklings. And man, the tables have turned.
And then Goketsu is basically told by the Monster Association, stop, we're going to, we need you to come back because the heroes, the S-Class heroes are coming, and if they come, you're not going to be able to take them all on by yourself. And he's like, you underestimate me, but whatever, it's time for me to go anyway. But Bakuzan was like, I'm not gonna listen to you, and he kind of challenges him in a sense.
Yeah, he tried to attack him. But it didn't work.
So Goketsu leaves, and Bakuzan's still there, and he's basically just torturing Suiryu. Even though Suiryu kind of, in a sense, deserved kind of like the poeticness of what was happening to him, I still felt really bad that he was going through all that torture. But he's going through a lot, and Bakuzan breaks his leg.
It looked like he was stabbing his toenails into his back. This is disgusting.
It just kept going ham on him. And basically he gets to the point where Suiryu just starts yelling for help for the heroes. He's begging, like, anybody. You see the picture of everybody.
And it shows like, first he's like, when you're in the deepest darkness, you look for even the smallest light, and like the smallest bit of hope you grab onto. And we see pictures from class C heroes all the way to class S heroes. Like, he's literally hoping for
anybody,
even the two guys that are lying there.
The guy on the bike.
Even the bike rider.
Like, he was just anybody.
And it's crazy because the two heroes that he made fun of, that he fought, and that he just completely wrecked, they're the same heroes that actually came back and kind of disregarded. They didn't even think about it. They didn't even think like, oh, well, we're not going to come back and protect Suiryu because he said this to us. No, because they're heroes. That's what they do. They came back, they protected him, then they got beat, and he's still crying out to them. And he's like, he's seeing. He made fun of them for not being able to stop monsters, but he couldn't stop these two monsters. So even the job that he bragged that he could do and that these other heroes couldn't, he kind of proved that he couldn't do it. like that he didn't have the hero qualities, because he ran away at first, and then he was crying out for help for other people. He wasn't willing to, like the bike rider said, he was there gonna fight till the death. He wasn't willing to do that.
Oh no, yeah. He was not even close to being like a true hero. And then we see Saitama come to the rescue out of nowhere, which I figured he would come, or someone strong at least. And I'm interested to see what would happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure Saitama is just gonna obliterate him, or something, immobilize him or slow him down or something. Like something amazing is gonna happen. I feel like. And then we see also the fight with Garo. That's probably gonna happen too. But I'm interested more to see the fight with Saitama and how that's gonna pan out. Then we see the Monster Association mention the 3 goals that they have as far as getting and just taking over basically the heroes and their plans, the humans, all that. One was to create terror amongst the humans. The other one was to secure a hostage, and the third one was to turn humans into monsters. And we see that 2 of them, at least that's what they mentioned, that 2 of them has already been done, which was secure that they secured a hostage, the boy, and then they've created, terror within the humans.
Yeah, I feel like last 3 or 4 episodes they've been attacking the city. Yeah, we've seen that.
And then we've seen also kind of in the previous episode them taking a couple people, or they tried to get a couple people to take them. Take the.
And they mentioned towards the end of the episode that cat monster went to the prison to turn evil people into monsters, and they're following him to their hideout.
Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, your theories. Social media accounts will be down below. With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.